All right, guys, we're live. What up, what up? You wouldn't believe. So I'm in a restaurant now that the electricity is gone, like it's out. And I'm having to deal with the heat because there's no air conditioning, man. It's hot. And somehow the cell phone towers may have some backup power, and that's how I'm able to stream to you guys right now. But if people like looking at me like crazy, but it is very, very hot in here. But the food's good. But this is a common thing where the electricity goes out in Merida because everybody's like using the AC at the same time, and it's like really hot. And then that's not like the electricity grid can't handle all of the ACs running simultaneously, right? And they have to power not only the AC, the air conditioning units, they have to power all the construction equipment that people use when they're working on houses out here. They have to power everything. And it gets crazy with the outages. Man, it's hot, y'all. It's hot. And I'm drinking hot coffee out of a little teacup. But if the stream goes down, it's because either the power went out to the cell tower or something. But I heard the food here is pretty fire. So right now we're at La Oveja Negra in Centro, in Merida. Oh, here comes the food, guys.
¿Gustaría habanero?
Gracias.
Picante.
Picante?
No.
Oh, no. Okay. No, todo bien. Gracias. Guys, look at this food. Y'all know I'm a foodie, man. Like, look at this. So I got an omelet with spinach, cheese, and something else. I know it's 3 ingredients. So it's all of this. And I think this was like 140 pesos. It's like $7, which is not bad. No, this is 145 pesos. So I got the onions, cheese, and spinach in the omelet, and it comes with fruit, salsa, and it comes with toast. So yeah, it's hot as hell in here, man. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, but it's bearable right now. I'm about to run right back to my Airbnb in the AC. Okay, so he opened the front door, and it feels a little bit better. Hopefully the power comes back on, because that's how the power kind of goes out here. It's like 5 or 10 minutes off, and then the power comes back on. I can't wait to tell you guys about last night, man. It was so awesome, man. I didn't get a chance to stream it because I was meeting new people, man. I didn't want to throw the camera in their face and start streaming. I'll tell you guys in a second. Like, I'm in a group of really cool expats from the U.S. Well, not expats, but just visitors to Merida, and they were really, really cool, man. They like sub to the channel and everything. I'm like, yo, that's love right there. I think that the coffee that I'm drinking from, that's an Americano. That one I think is around like 40 to 45 pesos. Not bad, man. I'm ready to taste this omelet though. But first I gotta see how spicy the salsa is. Okay, so it's like a tomato sauce. So that's probably what the toast is for. So the toast goes into the sauce. So this is a tomato, like a tomato bisque. That's fire. But yeah, it's my last day in Merida, or last day that I'm streaming in Merida. I do leave in the morning for Playa del Carmen tomorrow. So if y'all in Playa del Carmen, let me know. We can link up, make some content. The Airbnb in Playa del Carmen is going to be ridiculous. Ridiculous Airbnb in Playa del Carmen, man. I haven't had, well, the Airbnb is supposed to have a private pool just for me. Because I'm a solo traveler, so I'm traveling by myself. So it's a solo and private pool and a private entrance to the gym as well. I'm not the one to really like splurge on a trip like that. I figure, man, I work hard. I sold 2 homes in the past 2 months. I figure I can have a little bit of wiggle room in my budget when I travel. This is actually pretty fire. Okay, let's try the omelet. I guess that's the beauty about having like a gas stove or a gas hob out here, is because when the electricity goes out, you can still make food. So if you run a restaurant, you're not out of business if the electricity goes out. But chats are open, guys, you know. Let me know who wants to be the sponsor of today's live stream, and throw a super chat in there, or there's a link to actually donate. It should be in the chat if I'm not mistaken. But if there's not a link in the chat, you can just super chat in if you want to. And sponsor this last live stream in Merida. Wow. I did a Mark Queen's wow. This food is so good. Oh, that's good. They made that back there with no electricity? Bruh, this is really good. Look at that cheese pool, man. Look at this. But again, we're at La Oveja Negra in Central Merida. And I told you guys we're trying a new, we're trying a new cafe every single day on stream. So I'm probably gonna make that a thing in Playa del Carmen too. And I know Playa del Carmen for sure has more reliable electricity, so we'll be on like reliable Wi-Fi. And I think the speeds are going down on the stream, so I may not be coming in as clearly as I usually do. But y'all gotta understand, man, there's no electricity, there's no Wi-Fi, and the cell towers may be overworked right now because everyone's on the cell towers because there's no electricity, no Wi-Fi. So just bear with me. If the stream is like going in and out, just bear with me, guys. Damn, I might be coming in pretty choppy, man. The speeds aren't that great here. Just bear that in mind, man. Big Mike, what's good, man? Africa, bro? So I'm toying around with the idea of potentially going to Africa in September, or holding off until next year when I can make that my major trip and spend an entire month traveling throughout Africa. So I wanted to spend a week per city in a different country in Africa. So I'm planning to go to Ghana, Accra in Ghana. Yeah, see? Gracias. He's just refilling my coffee, guys. Gracias. And going to Accra, Ghana for 1 week. Nairobi, Kenya for a week. Kigali, Rwanda is back on my list now. And then if I can make it, bro, go to Tanzania, or Tanzania, however you want to pronounce it. Those 4 cities are probably my go-to for sure when I'm in Africa. But I do have a week in September that I haven't decided where I want to travel to yet. And I don't know if I want to either not travel somewhere and just like stay at home in Vegas and kind of like work on my personal life, because I'm really not home that often, bro. And I want to do a deep clean of my house. That may take like a few days or whatnot, but September is still up in the air. But I may either go to Latin America with the Volaris all-you-can-fly pass. I may go back to Peru, or I may go to Africa, but I may save Africa for next year and make it a major trip and just spend a whole month out there, man. You trying to pull up to Africa, man? Let me know. Yo, back to this omelet though, guys. After I take this bite, I'll explain to you guys what happened last night when I met the group of tourists from the US. Some of the coolest people ever. Oh my God, it was so good. It's so good. Wow. This shit is so good, man. And that's it. I guess I didn't even think about the payment terminals not working without Wi-Fi over here. But it looks like the payment terminals, they have the cell phone SIM card in the terminals. So even with the electricity being out, businesses can still take card because it works off the cell towers. That's the exact way that I'm talking to you guys right now, is off the cell towers and not on Wi-Fi. Even though that the cell towers will give a more inconsistent level of service, at least it's a bare minimum of getting a stream out to you guys, man. With no electricity, it's crazy. Let's see. Just going through the chat, bro. Hold on 1 second. Skip Ghana. Kenya and South Africa are the better introduction to Africa. I don't want to skip Ghana, bro, because I could potentially have a collab with Wodamaya in Ghana. And if I can do a collab video with Wodamaya in Ghana, that would be epic, bro. And I can't skip that, bro. I can't skip that. But if I can't collab with Wodamaya, I don't know, I may skip Ghana. Ghana has a restrictive visa policy. I'll have to check that out, bro. I have to check and see what their visa policy is in Ghana. Because if it is restrictive, I can find some people that can get me through, bro. That's the beauty about networking, man. And that's why I stress it so much on my channel, is that networking is so important because it allows you to meet people, and you can meet more people from meeting that one person that can help you achieve whatever you need to get done. Like you can meet a bouncer at a nightclub, and the bouncer of the nightclub may know the owner of the nightclub, and that owner of the nightclub may know another owner of a nightclub, and it just keeps going up and up and up. So depending on who you know, you could really get some business done and kind of skip the line to a degree, right? And that's how life works. It's all about who you know. And if there's a restrictive policy as far as visas, I promise you I can network my way up and just skip the line and get approved. It's easier said than done though. But like I said, guys, there's no electricity here. So if the stream becomes inconsistent or choppy, it's the cell towers, right? It's on the cell network out here in Mexico. Gracias.
Por nada.
So yeah, guys, come here. If you're ever in Merida, come here, man. La Oveja Negra, brunch and cafe. Just search it up on Google and stay in Central Merida. This place is fire. This place is so fire. But you gotta get here early. They close at like 3:30. So it's like a brunch and breakfast spot. This would be a good spot to like meet with friends if you meet some folks here. This would be a great spot to bring them to. All right, story time. Story time ball last night, right after I get a sip of this coffee. It looks like I'm having a tea party, bro. It's like I'm having a tea party. A solo tea party, bro. I need like a bigger cup. I think this is meant for tea, but I don't know, man. Whatever. The coffee's good. Okay, so, man, it's hot, bro. It's hot. But last night me, like I'm traveling with somebody. I went to a restaurant where, does Merida have a beach? Not directly. So Merida doesn't have, it's not right off the beach, but they have several beaches within a 30 to 45 minute drive.
Es una galleta de cortesía por el calor.
Ah, gracias.
Nada.
Guys, they just gave me a free cookie because it's so hot in here, which is kind of cool. But Big Mike, let's go back to your question. Merida has several beaches within a 30 to 45 minute drive away from the city, north or northwest. So they have Progreso, they have Sisal and Celestun, and those are the three main beaches within the vicinity of Merida. But the easiest one to access is Progreso. And if you are staying in Central Merida, they have a bus that goes from Central Merida to the beach in Progreso. And the bus one way is only 27 pesos. So it's like $1.50, bro, one way. And if you were to take that same route from Central Merida to Progreso on an Uber or a Didi, it's going to cost you like 20 bucks, bro, one way. So taking the bus is a much more effective and a much more affordable route to go. And then the bus is air conditioned. You get a seat to yourself, and sometimes there's like a movie playing, but it's only like a 30 to 40 minute ride. So it's no point to having a TV and a movie playing. But those are the main beaches. I highly suggest going to Progreso if you don't have a car, because it's the easiest to access. And it's a clean beach. They don't have a whole bunch of vendors out there trying to sell you stuff. They may have people trying to sell you like snacks and stuff, but it's not overwhelming like it is at other major beaches across not South America, but Latin America, right? So if you've ever been to Brazil, you've been to Rio, Ipanema, they have a whole bunch of vendors that will just hassle you over and over again to buy drinks, to buy food, to buy this and that. But in Progreso, that is not really a thing. And the food in Progreso, they have a whole bunch of restaurants. Food is spectacular, bro. But so back to the story time, man. So I am just leaving Progreso, right? Came back to my Airbnb, showered, washed all the sand and stuff off of me, and I just go to Google Maps and I'm looking at places to have dinner, okay? And there's a spot that I find that's literally a 2-minute walk away from my Airbnb, and I'm like, yo, that has like a 4.9 rating on Google Maps, and it's got like hundreds upon hundreds of reviews. So I'm like, this is legit, right? If they got like 700 or 800 reviews or more. And I walk up in there and I see like a group of Black Americans. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. Because it's very rare to see Black Americans just out and about in Merida, right? A lot of us are here. I'm just swatting away a fly. Oh, we back. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, my bad, guys. The phone overheated and it killed the stream for a bit. It's hot, bro. It's 100 degrees here. Y'all think I'm playing around, man. It's hot. It's hot. All right, I'll wait for the people to come back in the stream. Yeah, my bad, guys. The stream dropped because the phone overheated. And yeah, it's really hot. And the internet is going like this, bro. But we're gonna carry on as much as we can before the internet dies. It's so hot, the phone overheated, guys. But it is what it is, man. Then the internet is slowing up too. It's all bad, but we here, man. What can I do? I can't do anything about it. No electricity, no Wi-Fi. Just going off of the cell signal out here, man. It's not the best. And now like flies are trying to come in. All right, we can talk about the expats that I met last night. So I'm not sure how good this is coming through on your guys' end. If it's choppy, let me know. But just let you know, I can't do anything about it. So I walk into the restaurant, right? And damn, the internet is really messing up. I'm probably choppy as hell. So I walk into the restaurant and I see a table full of Black Americans. I'm like, oh, my people are here. And I'm like, all right, Jay, act cool. And then you just walk to a table that's like nearby. And then you can probably try to ask them where they're from, right? So I sit down, I try to act cool, order my food in all Spanish. And then once I get my food, yeah, they're like checking to see if anybody's out here. I get my food, I order my food and I get it. And then I ask them like, hey, where y'all from? And they're like, yo, we're from the Bay Area, from Houston. And I'm like, okay. And then they start to ask me questions. I'm like, oh, damn. So after a little bit of questioning, right? Because you gotta vet people that you don't know, right? Before you kind of invite them into your table. So they invite me to the table, and then they start asking more questions about like relationships and stuff. We were talking about relationships and stuff, and then the question comes up, where is like my girl, right? Why don't I have a girlfriend? And I told them the story about my ex that I was with for 8 years, broke up, whatever. And then I've been recently looking, right? And they told me like, where have you been looking? I'm like, well, like dating apps, obviously, going out and about and being on dating shows. And they're like, which dating show? And I'm like, shit. Shit, why did I say anything? And I tell them, Pop the Balloon or Find Love, like the original one from Arlette. a movie like you guys are probably already familiar with. And one of the girls, she actually pulls up the video before I can even kind of describe it. And so in vivo on el YouTube.
Ah, muy bien. Permiso.
Mm-hmm. So she pulls up the video, right? And she's like, Shayna. And like, I make the face like, if your girl ever catches you in like a lie, you know that face like, oh. She says, Shayna. And I'm like, oh, that's the girl I matched with on Pop the Balloon. And she shows the actual video to me, and I'm like, oh shit. And they're like, oh, you were on the show, like how was it and everything? And I gave them the big spiel about how great of an experience it was, even though I wouldn't really do it again. But it was real cool, man. It kind of made me feel kind of cool for a bit. I'm like, damn, people actually watch this show like that and actually remember me? Because every week there's a different show, there's a different episode, there's a new episode. So I let them know, like, I'm not like, my ego is not big or anything at all, because I know like that little 15 minutes of fame, it goes away, right? And nobody remembers you after that point, and I'm okay with that. I'm not like trying to chase clout or anything like that. That's to me, that's kind of corny to keep chasing clout from like a single dating show. No disrespect to anybody that is from Pop the Balloon that happens to be a plumber that is trying to do that off of one opportunity. But you know, people do get famous off of like one-time deals where they'll be on the show one time and they become super famous. But for people that may not become famous from that stuff and they still continue to chase that same clout, that same type of fame or success from being on the show one time, is kind of corny to me. And it goes to show you that fame is not really attached to talent anymore. And that's a sad part about it nowadays, is that people become famous for doing nothing. And to me, that is whack, bro. That is not what fame should be given. That's not who fame should be given to. Fame should be given to people that are actually talented, right? Singers, performers, actors, people that actually exhibit some type of skill set that is unique. Okay? Not people that just appear on a dating show that already existed before them and they become famous off of that one show and just continue that same wave, right? And to me, that's real corny, and doesn't really go to show the real talent of people, and the people that have the real talent don't get famous. To me, that's crazy. You're gonna make a plumber famous, but have a black doctor on the show, and that dude it doesn't become famous from that. It's crazy. Fire omelet, bro. I'm gonna take a sip from my teacup, man. Hopefully I'm coming in clear, man. I'm working off bare bones right now. Literally no internet, no Wi-Fi, and no electricity. Shit's wild, bro. If I was the mayor of Merida, got flies and shit in here, my bad, guys. If I was like in charge in Merida as far as the government, it will be a requirement for every house to have at least 3 to 5 solar panels, bro. That would be a requirement for me. And every new house that's built, it can't be built without solar panels. Easy. Mid dog, there's so many fucking flies here. Oh my gosh, bro. Motherfuckers gotta chill, bro. What the hell? Bro, these flies, bro. I gotta get up out of here, man. At least we can do like a real IRL, and I can walk around the city. But it is very hot, so I won't be outside for very long. Bro, these flies, man, crazy. I can't wait to get to Playa del Carmen, bro. Playa has much more consistent and reliable electricity. So this won't be happening. And it's gonna be more lit because it's a party city. Y'all about to see some things in Playa, bro. So make sure you subscribe. But sitting here eating this fruit, man. Oh man, the fruit here is just so good. It's like perfectly ripe. Like this cantaloupe here. It's so flavorful. Like if you have like cantaloupe back in the States, it's not this good, bro. Oh my God. And for some reason, like whenever I come down here and I eat the food here, bro, I start to lose weight. I start to lose weight immediately. Like I looked at myself in the mirror, I was like, damn, like I got my damn abs starting to show and shit. And my chest popping, I'm like, dog, it's the food, bro. It's the food in America that's making us fat, man. And I eat very healthy back in the States too. But it's just here, everything is so natural. It's not meddled with like all the food is back in the States. The food here is just all natural, man. And that's why I love the food in Mexico. This shit fire, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. They got the pineapple. And this is all included with the omelet. The omelet's only $7. $7 for all of this. You get a coffee for like $1, $2. So you're spending like 10 bucks in total. And you have a nice breakfast, high quality, great ingredients, and it's healthy, right? Oh my God. That pineapple is so tasty, bro. It's like you're eating the most ripe pineapple ever, man. It's so good. Throw me some more questions, guys. Let me know. Let me know if the video's coming in decently clear. The internet speeds are not that good right now because everybody's hammering the freaking cell towers for like Wi-Fi and stuff. And it may be impacting the stream a little bit, but I know the audio might be good, but let me know if everything looks good. And I'll try to improve whatever I can, but I can't control the internet speeds, unfortunately. When you can tell the food is good, bro. Fucking clean plate, bro. I want some more. That was good. Now I got the coffee and I got my cookie. Coffees and cookies with Jay. I'm so glad I picked the color white to wear, man, because if I was wearing like black or something, oh man, I would be drenched in sweat right now. But it's like reflecting the heat, and I'm good, bro. I'm good. I can deal with this. This is fine. Let's get like if I had no AC here, I'll be cool with a fan. Let's get a fan. I'll be straight. And then I subscribe to OnlyFans, right? And not AC. Well, let's see what this cookie is. Is it like, oh shit. Let's see how this tastes, bro. So it's like an oatmeal. Yeah, it's like an oatmeal cookie. And it actually, let me see if this will be good in the coffee. This shit might be good in the coffee. Shit's good, bro. This is a solid choice, man. If you guys are ever in Central, you gotta come here. La Oveja Negra. Oh, fire. Sheesh. Bro, it feels like I'm in Cuba right now, man. With the electricity outages and everything, and it being hot, feels like I'm in Cuba. Oh, dude, this is so good. But I gotta get up out of here, it's hot. Excuse me. And that internet connection is not good. But we're gonna make the best of it, man. I know everybody's at work today because it's not Memorial Day anymore, so I know people are back at work. So people that are actually tuning into this, I appreciate you guys, man. I really do appreciate it. I'm not even gonna hold y'all up. Me already knowing that there's gonna be electricity issues, I left my AC on in an Airbnb, man. That's my crime of this trip, is that I left the AC on all the time because I knew, oh, that breeze feels so good. I knew that the electricity goes out, it's a wrap, bro. So I need to know that when I come back to the Airbnb, it's gonna be a lot cooler than it is outside. Even if there's no AC on, I know that the pre-existing conditioned air is gonna cool me down, regardless of if the electricity's on or not. So I just left it on, bro. They can charge me with a crime, but I promise you it's not gonna interrupt my comfort for this trip, bro. And I travel for comfort, man. I'm not gonna be uncomfortable on a trip that I spent my hard money on. Hell no. They got it twisted, bro. And I knew going in about the electricity and the issues that they're having. And this is very common, especially during the summer months here. I can't wait to get to Playa and have a very reliable electricity so I can stream longer, man. I love doing the live streaming for you guys and hanging out, man. I really love doing this. But I need electricity, man, so I can have reliable Wi-Fi and I don't have to use up all my data, all my high-speed data out here. And I'm actually try to do a live stream to show you guys the different options for SIM cards when you travel. And it's not gonna be sponsored, it's gonna be just straight facts. But I would love to be sponsored by one of these prepaid carriers or something out there in the US, or the people that sell eSIM cards. I would love to get sponsored, but the stream that you guys will see when I do the comparison with the SIM cards for travelers, that's not going to be sponsored. It's just going to be straight facts, and no company has paid me, unfortunately for me. So it's going to be just straight up facts and actual reviews and usage, because I've used a few already. So I can kind of give you guys like the first-hand knowledge of the SIM cards and how they work. And I have another stream planned as well about how to pay less taxes as an expat when you're abroad. So shout out to Brian for giving me that info for people to pay less taxes while they're abroad. And you guys may have met Brian in the stream 2 days ago at the other cafe that I was at in the morning, and he just showed up, right? So he gave me that info, and I'm gonna do a stream for you guys on that. And that's exclusive information too, very exclusive. So you guys may wanna tune in, and you will wanna be subscribed to it as well. Bro, it's so hot right now. I hate being a complainer, but it feels like I'm in a sauna. But when I'm eating good food, some stuff just kind of like, it just doesn't matter. As long as I'm eating good food, bro. Certain things don't matter. Well, I rock with this place, man. I like, this is probably the best cafe I've been to. And we've been to several, right? This is probably the best cafe that I've been to in Merida. Oh, man. It really goes to show you how much for granted we take stable electricity back in the USA. Because I can tell you, it's not just Mexico that has issues with electricity. It's a lot of countries around the world that have difficulty providing electricity to people and having a stable electric grid. Hold on, this loud ass truck is about to go by. We take it for granted in the US, stable electricity. And when we come to countries like Mexico, Cuba, even some European countries sometimes may have issues providing electricity to people. We often take it for granted while we're living in the US that we can always have a reliable electric grid. We can turn on the AC and the AC can rip all day and it'll be just fine, right? As long as we're able to pay the electric bill when it comes in the mail. But when it comes to countries like Mexico, they still struggle being able to provide electricity to the people and have a stable electric grid. And you'd be surprised, man. You'd be really surprised because you think Mexico would at least, at the bare minimum, be able to provide electricity to people. And during the summer months, the peak months, peak hours, peak hot, 100-degree heat, everybody's letting the AC rip all day. It's going to destroy the electric grid, man. It's going to bring everything down. And that's what we're experiencing right now. This restaurant, no electricity here, no Wi-Fi. I can't have a reliable stream without reliable Wi-Fi. And that's why I'm relying on the cell network out here, which is probably just being bombarded with people trying to get on the internet without Wi-Fi right now. And there's nothing that we can do about it. Nothing we can do about it unless we have like solar and like a generator or something. That's the only alternative, bro, or just get in your car and start your car and turn the AC on. That's the only way you can get a break from this heat. And that actually brings me to another topic that I wanted to talk about with you guys, is how to beat the heat when you are in Mexico as a whole, or at least here in Merida and in Playa del Carmen, but specifically in Merida when you are out and about, and this is a very, very hot city, right? So you need ways to beat the heat, especially when there's no electricity. So let me think of a few ways to give you guys. So I know for a fact, the first way obviously is to wear lighter colored clothing, like white, for instance. I knew we were gonna have an issue with electricity today. And I was like, yo, let me just put on a white t-shirt and be good with that. Cause I think this is pretty breathable. It's a little bit on the thicker side of a t-shirt, but it's not really causing any crazy heat up on my body. But number one is to wear lighter colored clothing. White is preferable. Two is, if you are traveling to Merida and you know it's gonna be a super hot day, like the hottest day ever in life, take a trip to Progresso. Take a trip to the beach, right? You don't have to get in the ocean, but just being near the water is gonna provide you with that ocean breeze, and it's gonna knock down the temperature at least 10 to 15, maybe even 20 degrees, and it's gonna feel great when you are at the beach. So I gave you guys wear lighter clothing, white preferably, and go to the beach to beat the heat in Merida. The third way I can think of is, let's see, Agua? Sí. Gracias. Gracias. So the next way is to, man, what's another way to beat the heat out here? Just find a place that has electricity, bro, and has AC. And then patronize that business. Okay? So you can find a spot out here that has constant electricity, or the business may have invested into like a generator or solar with batteries, and they have the AC ripping while everybody is sitting in this heat right now. So first, let's do a little bit of a recap before we move on to the next one, because I have to actually think about it. And the first is to wear lighter colored clothing, preferably a little bit more thin of clothing. Second is to visit the beach area and get away from the heat, because the ocean breeze will cool you down. Third is to find a business that has constant electricity and use their AC. And we get a couple of chats from Charles. What's up, Charles? CEO Trippin with Jay. Cafe? Gracias. Charles says, good afternoon, my brother. Good afternoon, man. Smash them free subs and hit the like button. This is powerful indeed. Hey, I try to, man. I really try to make this entertaining, man. So I'm trying to think of another way to beat the heat that you guys can use, like not only just in Merida. Magdala Muse says, hey, does Merida have a big music scene? Ooh, this is a very, very good question. And this is the first time I've ever gotten that question. I want to say, based on my anecdotal personal experience, yes. However, you either have to be a fan of jazz or a fan of Spanish music, like reggaeton, salsa, this Spanish music, right? There is really nothing in between as far as the music scene out here goes. I was just talking with another expat out here yesterday regarding like having an Afrobeat scene or I'm a piano scene, which I'm a big fan of, right? So I told them, like, there's not an Afrobeat scene out here at all. There may be events here and there, but nothing that's like a weekly thing where it's like every week there's like an Afrobeats event. So I told this person, like, hey, you may want to try Playa del Carmen. They have a much bigger music scene than Merida. Merida is a very traditional city. So you're not going to have these huge parties, any deviation from what is already kind of set in stone in the city. And what's set in stone in the city is primarily jazz and Spanish music. So they have the traditional stuff with dancing, and then they have the hip hop, the hippity hop with Bad Bunny and Peso Pluma, all those other guys. But primarily, it's gonna be quite traditional here, music-wise. But if you are into jazz, my favorite jazz bar, man, is the Zalbe here in Central. That place is spectacular, man. That's one of my favorite places to go when I'm here, and I'm really into jazz. And that place gets packed. And what you'll see, you have a nice mix of foreigners and a nice mix of locals as well. Charles, I appreciate it, man. Doing the live streams and live broadcast, it's difficult, man. Like I said before, there's no electricity in the city right now. So there's no Wi-Fi, no air conditioning. I'm using the cell phone towers. They must have like some backup power. And it's tough, man. I had to make sure everything was charged up overnight because I knew this was going to happen. So my phone's charged all the way up. Battery pack is charged up. Microphones are charged up. Laptop is charging off and on now because electricity is off and on in my Airbnb. So my laptop is getting charged up right now to full. And then I use my laptop as like a battery bank to charge everything else when electricity goes out completely. So it's tough, man. It's tough doing the streams and then doing them daily. It's insane. It's insane, bro. Nobody's done it from Merida before. No one's done daily IRL streams in Merida before. At least I haven't seen anybody do it before. Magdala Muse, back with another one. I would like to do something music related. I hosted something in Playa. Was curious about Merida. Thanks. Yeah, Magdala. Depending on the genre of music that you're looking to do something music related. If it's like your band, if you have a band or you have a musical act that you do, and it's like jazz related or blues, check out Dissolve. So it's D as in David, Z as in Zulu, ALBAY, and you can actually apply to play at Dissolve. But if you're looking to throw an event as far as Afro beats or I'm a piano or something that's like out of the ordinary with the locals here, you could honestly just join some of the Facebook groups like Black Merida, and joining those Facebook groups here in Merida, you actually get tied in with a lot of the expats that live here and potentially new expats that may be visiting Merida for the first time, and then they'll see your event for Afro beats or I'm a piano, and knowing that you're going to be the only game in town having that genre of music, you're going to captivate the majority of the people in that group and you have a brand new group of friends at that point in time, because nobody does events for Afro beats in Merida consistently. So give it a shot. If you're more into the jazz scene, Dissolve is the way to go, because you'll be exposed to locals and visitors to Merida. But if you're looking for Afro beats and I'm a piano, and you want to do an event where you just DJ and you play music, throw an event out here. But first join the Facebook groups for Merida first. And then you can kind of gauge the interest in events like that here. Because I promise you, we're fiending for it, bro. We're like addicts out here. We're like, what was that? The addict on the Chappelle show. It wasn't actually Larry, but it was I forgot his name. But like, we're itching for an event out here in Merida when it comes to Afro beats. We need it out here. We really do. Nice. I would love to do something. Yeah. Come through. Make sure you're in the Black Merida Facebook group. I'm a huge advocate for that group too. I know all the admins personally. Terrific people. Obi, Glover, Derek, all those guys. Like they're really, really cool people. And definitely tap in with them, because if you can tap in with the admins of that group, you can get approved to post your event and get a further reach in the city of Merida with your target demographic. And that's exactly what you want. And it doesn't cost you a thing to promote your event in that group. And free advertisement is the best advertisement, especially when there's demand for it too. Man, this is adorable. This is how they do the sugar with the coffee. Yeah, I am sad that I'm leaving Merida tomorrow, but I'm also happy to have reliable electricity in Playa and also have a private pool. I can actually get to a gym fairly easy with some weights, and I get to kind of let loose a little bit and party. Cause I've been chilling, man. I've been really chilling this whole trip in Merida, but it's time to turn up, man. I bought the liter bottle of some tequila at duty free before coming here. And that joint is still nowhere near It's not even halfway yet, empty. So in Playa, I plan to finish it before I leave. I cannot wait to get to Playa, man. I actually have a lot of friends in Playa, more than I thought. And they were hitting me up. They were like, I thought you were coming to Playa, bro. Why are you not in Playa? I'm like, bro, I'll be there Wednesday. Not to be too in your business, LOL, but do you live in Merida or do you go back and forth? Oh, that's not really that much of a personal business, but I do come back and forth a lot. But I did live here for approximately 6 months a couple years ago, and I made a whole bunch of friends out here, and they won't let me leave. They won't let me leave them in Merida. So I come back and forth all the time just to catch up with them, see how much their kids have grown since the last time I've seen them, and meet new expats that may have moved out here that I haven't had a chance to meet yet, right? So I went on a morning run a couple of days ago, and I had the opportunity to meet two new expats, or two newer expats to Merida, and we just chopped it up. And you guys saw it live on stream when I did the 5 a.m. run with those guys. And they're entrepreneurs out here, and that's how they're making it work. And they have families, dude. So even if you have a family, you have kids, you have a wife, husband, or whatever, you could actually still relocate not only yourself, but your entire family to Merida. You just have to want it bad enough. Because if they can do it, and it's been replicated multiple times, where people have families in the US and they're sick and tired of what's going on in the US, whether it's politically, economically, or what have you, they make a plan to relocate here. One of the chicks that I know out here, she did drop shipping with like a TikTok shop. And I was like, wait a minute, what is that? And she told me what it was. And she told me that she worked like an office job, like a 9 to 5, and doing the drop shipping, the TikTok shop, was exceeding what she was making at her 9 to 5, and she quit her 9 to 5 and relocated here to Merida. Crazy, bro. You can make money, you can make it happen, but how badly do you want it? How badly do you want to relocate? Do you want to just keep watching YouTube videos about people relocating to Merida and you wanting it, but not putting any action to it, not putting action to words? So how badly do you want it? And that goes for anything, not even just relocating. Like if you want to become more successful, are you actually putting actions to those words? Are you going out and networking with people? Are you going back to school to get another degree or getting another license? Con hielo.
Sí.
Gracias.
¿Se le puedo cambiar?
Gracias.
Claro.
Water with ice. Yeah, so like, I get inspired, bro. I get inspired every single conversation that I have with people out here, because everyone's story is so unique and different. And each person that I hear their stories on how they made it here. It makes me think, like, what can I do to get out here? I know what I have to do, and I'm putting actions to words now, and it's not going to be overnight. And that's what people want, bro. People want the overnight success. Excuse me, I just dropped my other phone. People want the overnight success and don't want to work for the end product. They want that microwave success where you hot for a little bit and then you cool off. But you got to do it sustainably, bro. And I always will be an advocate for people making moves like this, like major moves like this, moving to another country. Do it sustainably so you don't have to go back to the States. Oh, it's good. Yeah, give me some more questions, guys. I know we got a few folks in here, and a lot of you folks may be at work or something. You guys are working at that 9 to 5 and you want to quit it. So this is the way to do it. You have to just network your way and discover people, connect. And that's why I always say that life is about people, man, and those relationships that you build with people. okay? Because you never know, you may meet a hiring manager for a Fortune 500 company out here in Merida, in Playa del Carmen, in Cancun. You may be sitting right next to them at a different table, and all it takes to make that connection with another person is asking the question, hey, where are you from? That's the opener. 99% of the time, when you hear another group of people speaking English in a non-English speaking country, the best opener is, hey, where are you guys from? And actually be interested where they're from, and then you guys can exchange stories, and then you can ask them like, hey, do you live here? Are you visiting? That's how you network out here, man. Because you can find a business owner out here and they'll tell you how they built their business. And then you're like, you know what? I'm in your same sector of business. I'm going to do the same thing you did. You never know who you're going to meet, bro. Don't be timid. Don't be shy when you travel solo. Just be open and talk to people, bro. Be open and talk to people. That's all you got to do. Because if they're really standoffish, you can just be like, cool, I hope y'all have a great day. And if they're more open to having you come sit at their table, go and sit with them, have a conversation. You don't know where these people are from. You don't know who they are. How about you find out? How about you find out? Excuse me. Give me some more questions, man. Give me some more questions, guys. I want to see how long I can hang out here for before I start melting. Hopefully the AC comes back on and the Wi-Fi comes on. I'll stay on live for as long as I can. But if it gets too hot, I gotta get out of here, man. Oh, that breeze feels so good. Man. Yeah, give me some more questions, guys. Mandela and Charles can't be the only two in the chat participating, so let me know. It doesn't have to be about Merida. It can be about different cities around the world. It could be something that you guys may want to find out about me personally. It's up to you. I don't mind. I'm an open book. I'm dabbing my forehead like I'm sweating at church, bro. I'm at church right now, just sweating. Yeah, it's very hot, man. Very hot. How hot is it right now? It's 98 degrees, man. 98 degrees with no AC, no fan, no electricity. Yeah, you can see why it would get kind of uncomfortable, right? And there is humidity out here too. So you think about 98 degrees with humidity, no AC, no fans, no electricity. Bro, what other YouTubers wanna continue to do a live stream like this? Come on, man. And it's crazy too, in Merida, the electricity can go out in certain neighborhoods, even certain streets, where you have one block that has electricity and then another block the next block over, nothing, no electricity. Pua says, what has been your favorite destination? Oh, very good question. I would have to say it's a toss-up between Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Oh no, scratch that. Salvador de Bahia, Brazil, or Lima, Peru. And it's because of the food. And I'm a huge foodie. And I will literally travel to a place that has like nothing else to offer except food. Lima, Peru, or Salvador de Bahia. I'm leaning towards Lima, and I may have to go back to Lima this year and kind of really dig deeper into the culture and the food, because I was sick that whole week I was in Lima, and I really want to go back and be in better health this time around and actually get a chance to explore the food scene a lot more. I do want to go to Machu Picchu, but I think I'll have to be there a bit longer than I have free time for. So I may have to just come back a third time to do Machu Picchu because I didn't get a chance to explore Lima properly the first time because I was so sick. I maybe went out maybe 2.5 days out of the entire week I was there. I was sick, y'all. I was literally like in the bed, just sick in a foreign country where I wanted to get out and explore and make content for you guys. And that's why I only made one video from Lima, Peru, because I was sick the rest of the time. It was crazy. But yeah, I would say Lima, Peru. And it's slept on too. It's very slept on. And I actually had the same conversation last night with that group of expats that I met from the US. They were like, yeah, Lima, Peru is highly slept on and not a lot of people really go down there from the States. And I was like, that's true. I didn't see one other American down there in Lima at all. And I was staying in Barranco, and that is one of the best spots to stay in Lima. Yeah. But Lima is definitely a secret. I don't even want to tell you guys more about Lima, Peru, because it's kind of nice not having a lot of US tourists ruining a vacation spot like Lima. Because all the other big vacation spots are kind of ruined by tourists. Like Cancun is ruined. Freaking all the major cities in Colombia are ruined. Damn near Brazil. I say Brazil not too much because a lot of people don't want to learn the language. Portuguese is a little bit more difficult to learn than Spanish, in my opinion. But Lima, for sure, my favorite. We've been on for an hour already, going. That's crazy. I'm surprised my phone's lasted this long without dying or whatnot. The stream only dropped one time. I'm so surprised. But yeah, let me know, guys, if you guys got any more questions. And I'll just do like a quick review of this trip to Merida so far, since it's my last stream day here. So far, I gotta say that Merida for this trip has been exceptional. I went into it not having anything planned, like literally nothing. I just booked the flight, booked the Airbnb, and that was it. I didn't have any events booked. I didn't plan to really meet up with anybody. I just came out here and just winged it because I kind of know the city well enough to kind of come here and just kind of like exist and make moves. And it ended up being one of my favorite trips out here because I went to the beach. I ran into random expats at a cafe. I met other expats at dinner. And meeting people out here is so easy. It's so easy. Pua says, can you speak Spanish right now? Question mark. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. What do you want me to say? Say, let me see. Some random words like yo tengo pregunta. Yo tengo un taza de café aquí. Y yo estoy aquí en la oveja negra café en Centro Merida. Y es muy calor aquí. Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, it took a lot of time to actually learn all of that stuff, man. And I'm still struggling with my Spanish sometimes because I tend to translate in my head what I want to say in Spanish, and you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to think natively in Spanish when you speak it. But I still have a tendency to like do the translation in my head, and it is, and I sound kind of, I don't want to say, I sound kind of dumb when I talk. If it's like a real complicated sentence or phrase I need to say, I sound kind of dumb because I'm like converting it in my head, and you're supposed to naturally think in Spanish to actually speak it. But I can still get around by myself. I don't need like help unless it's like a business transaction, like renting a house or something out here. That's when I'll need help to translate like a contract into English. Well, if you're booking a flight to Merida, I won't be here. I won't be here tomorrow. I'll be in Playa del Carmen. Booking a flight, that's crazy. Yeah, pull up. Pull up, I'll be in Playa del Carmen tomorrow. Man, I'm surprised the stream is still going, man. This is a miracle. This is a miracle, bro. No electricity, no Wi-Fi. This is a freaking miracle that this stream is up right now. It's crazy. Hopefully you guys are already subscribed to the channel, man. If not, make sure you're subscribed, man. And I'm still waiting on somebody to sponsor this live stream today with a super chat or a tip. Oh man. Yeah, just hit me on Instagram, Paul. Bro, I'm sweating, man. Holy. I'm doing the church dab. Yo, poor man. Hit me up on Instagram. I got you. Bro, it just hit 100 degrees officially. Holy. Bro, it's really 100 degrees out here. What's the humidity? Bro, 40% humidity? Wild. Wild, bro. Give me the beach. Give me the beach right now. I might go to Progresso again today, man. They keep playing with this electricity. I might just take an Uber straight there and just pay that 20 bucks. Yeah, man, this is ridiculous, man. Okay. Hey, man, we've been on for an hour. And I'm gonna just keep going until my data runs out here. So keep asking questions, guys. We can keep this stream going for as long as I can keep it going for, until this phone dies or my internet one runs out, because I'm not on Wi-Fi, because there isn't any Wi-Fi right now. Let me know if you guys like that chat box at the bottom there. I'm just trying to tweak the stream a little bit so it looks more visually appealing for you guys. And every chat is going to be like displayed on screen too. And any super chats that come in as well will be celebrated too. So if you feeling generous, you want to support the channel, super chatting is the best way to do that. Or you can hit the link in the description box and you can either buy me a coffee or donate to the channel. Every bit of support is appreciated as well. And it goes back into the channel when you guys donate or super chat to get better equipment, to increase the production value of the live streams and videos. So it doesn't just go in my pocket, it goes right back into the business so you guys get a higher quality videos and live streams as well. Shout out to Annie. Are Americans able to obtain mortgages in Merida? Short answer, absolutely not. However, we had this discussion with Brian on, was it a couple of days ago at the cafe? And we had this discussion, and we both agreed that the mortgages are possible out here, but they're extremely, extremely difficult to obtain. So it can be resource intensive, cost. It's a very high cost with it. And if you happen to get it, the interest rates are gonna far exceed any type of equity that you may receive in the house. So it's almost a moot point to even try to get a mortgage out here. And I may have to make an entire live stream on how to purchase real estate out here with people that have done it before and get them on stream and just have a conversation about how they were able to purchase property out here, because I did run into a couple of expats that purchased land and built a custom house on that land. But in short, it is very difficult for Americans to get mortgages out here, period. It's difficult for Mexicans to get mortgages in Mexico as a whole. You have to buy everything in cash. And one way to kind of circumvent that, if you are already a homeowner in the USA, like you already own your house and you're paying on a mortgage already, is to look into doing either a home equity line of credit, which is a HELOC. You can look that up, and I'll go more into depth in a future live stream about it. Or you can do a cash out refinance, and you can research that on your own as well, because each of them have their own pros and cons attached to it, and you'll have to figure out which route is the best for you. But if you have some type of equity in your home already and you've had it for a while, you can tap into that equity to purchase land or property out here in cash, and you just take care of the loan back in the US, and the land and or property here in Mexico is already paid off in full. So you would own that land here in Mexico. So those would be the two routes that I would recommend taking, unless you already have the cash liquid already to just buy a property out here, because properties can be had out here from 50K to 100K, right? And that's a huge ballpark. But depending on what your level of living is, like how fancy you want to live or how bare bones you want to live, you can find a crib out here for 50K, easy, right? So 50K, 75K, it won't be the fanciest place, but it'll do the job if you're either by yourself, single, or you have like maybe a kid with you, a plus one, and that'll do the trick, man. Just make sure you have stable electricity. Make sure you get solar panels if you happen to purchase anything here in Merida. Yeah, solar panels and batteries or generator backup, just to deal with the electricity outages, so your family doesn't have to suffer without air conditioning. That's a huge thing, man. The power does go out here a lot, so you will have to think about that when purchasing property out here. I think I'll probably end the live in maybe 10 minutes, and unless someone super chats in or donates to the channel, I'll stop it in about 10 minutes. But if someone happens to donate into the channel, I'll keep it going, and you guys can keep asking questions and keep getting the sauce, man. I got so much knowledge up here. Y'all have to just ask those questions, and I'll be able to answer that for you guys, because I know a lot of people are curious about relocating to a different country. And lately, Merida has been on a lot of people's lists because of YouTube. And seeing people relocate to Merida, Mexico in particular, on YouTube, it's a huge deal. So if you guys have any questions, I'm very well connected out here. And if I don't know the answers to your questions, I'll reach out to somebody that does, and I can get back to you on that. While I sip from my teacup. So get your questions in, guys. It doesn't have to be about Mexico at all. It can be about Brazil, Peru, Thailand, Japan. Man, it is hot, bro. Yeah. La cuenta? Oh, yeah, sí. Gracias.
Por nada, ahorita traigo la cuenta.
All right, got more coffee, man. I'm about to be bouncing off the walls with all the coffee I've been drinking. Yeah, I'm about to, for real, just be going crazy. And Vincia says, I love Merida, but Playa is wow. I agree with you, 100%. I have a certain affinity for Merida, for what it is. And for me right now, as a single guy, no kids, no wife, Merida may not be the best fit for me short term, but long term, that's where Merida is going to win my heart over, because it's a great place to raise kids because of, one, the culture. The culture is very family focused, and two, the schools here, the international schools are amazing, and a lot of the more financially endowed people here in Merida, their kids go to these international schools and they receive the best education in the entire country. I believe. There may be better schools in Mexico City or Guadalajara, but as far as like in this area, Merida is going to have the best international schools, bro. And there are a couple in the Monte area, so the Montebello, Monte Cristo area, because they're all connected. They're all like one part, but there's just different parts of the city. Those have some of the best schools in the entire country. Perfecto, gracias. All right, guys, here's the check. It's very simple. This is not even $10. So I had, let's see if you guys, one omelet was $145, and then coffee was $50. The total, $195. Doing the conversion, that's $10, bro. Not bad. Not bad at all, man. I'm in no rush to pay, but true that for single men, Playa is the place to be. Yep. 100%. 100%. Short term, Playa wins. Long term, Merida wins. Because if I want to step out, go have a drink, or do my once a year appearance at a nightclub, Playa, 100%. But when what the hell is that noise, bro? But eventually when I settle down, ¿Tienes terminal?
Sí, sí.
Bro, that's somebody's brakes. Oh no, it's a bike. Oh.
Serían 195. ¿Gustaría agregar propina o está bien así?
Sí, so, propina 10%.
Muchas gracias.
One second, I'll get to your chat. One second after I pay.
Sí, es terrible.
Sí.
Es que, está arreglando la luz y por eso no hay electricidad.
Sí, es... Oh, no.
No
It's okay.
pasa nada.
Yeah, so guys, I the option came up to pay in USD or Mexican peso, and I made a mistake and pressed USD, but it's okay. It's fine. It's not like the amount was terribly over.
Sí.
Gracias.
Disculpa por el calor.
No, está bien. Está
Una
bien.
cortesía.
La comida es muy bonito.
Muchas gracias. Sígasela pasando bonito, permiso. Disculpe por el calor.
No, está bien.
¿Qué tal? Buenas tardes.
Bueno, vengo de Marley.
All right, so saving that receipt. See if I can write that off as a business expense. Let's see. Vincia? That's what I paid for my breakfast. Bro, what the fuck? Is somebody trying to open the door? That's what I paid for my breakfast this morning in Playa. Where did you have breakfast at? And did they have reliable Wi-Fi and air conditioning? I would love to go there. Charles says, to acquire knowledge, one must learn. To acquire wisdom, one must observe. The lights came back on. Yes. Boy, better shut that door. Yes, yes. That AC's on now, man. Let's get it. Yeah, Avencia, let me know where you had breakfast in Playa. I would love to go there. I'm looking for cafes out in Playa too. Bruna cafeteria, but you're sitting outside. I might as well be sitting on the surface of the sun. It's like an AC unit that's like right here. I didn't check for the Wi-Fi. No, it's okay. Typically, those cafes will have Wi-Fi. And that's why I'm doing the live streams from cafes every single day, because I know for a fact they're gonna have Wi-Fi. And oh, that air feels so good, man. Oh my gosh. If that's interfering with the audio, with the air blowing on me, let me know. I can just turn my microphone around and you guys won't hear the sound of the air hitting the microphone. So let me know if it's interfering with it at all. If it's good, just put ones in the chat if we're good. Yeah, Vinci, I'll probably have to get some recommendations of some cafes out in Playa, because I'm staying. Okay, thank you, Annie. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm staying.
The Bluetooth is ready to pair.
I think music is going to start in a minute. He just turned on a speaker, so excuse the music if it starts playing. And I'm staying near the area where you get on the ferry to go to Cozumel. So it's in that main area there. I really don't want to dox myself, but I'm staying right near there. Or if you know where the restaurant La Vagabunda is, La Vagabunda. Oh, give me more water. Gracias. All right, I'm about to jump on their Wi-Fi. So if the stream disconnects, it's going to reconnect as soon as I jump on the Wi-Fi. So you guys may see a interruption in service. Give me 1 second. Okay. Boom, and we're back. Oh, I love that quality now. The quality is way better now. We're on Wi-Fi. We got AC, we got coffee, we got unlimited water. Bro, I'm good, I'm Gucci. And I can get more food if I want. They close at 3, so we got like another hour. I'm glad we got the quality back, man. Back it away. And make sure I'm centered. Yeah, I cannot wait to get the Playa, man. Y'all have no idea how much we take for granted stable electricity, air conditioning back in the States. Because out here, when the electricity's out, boy, I be wishing I'm back in the States sometimes. Yo, Mexico is so quirky, bro. Mexico is so quirky. If you guys ever get a chance to experience like living in a real Mexican neighborhood, you'll discover that early in the morning, you'll have some random dude in like a truck just driving around playing some pre-recorded message over like a loudspeaker throughout the entire parts of the city and damn near waking up everybody in the neighborhood at like 8 in the morning. It's so wacky. When I lived here for like 6 months, I was like, dog, they do that every damn day? Bro, I'm not waking up every day at 8 a.m. Like, what the hell? But it's just quirks. It's just strange quirks about living here in Mexico or being here. You just hear the sounds of traffic at like 5 or 6 in the morning. You hear people on loudspeakers. You hear, I heard a dude playing a harmonica, bro. Oh, not a harmonica. That's like, is that how you pronounce it in English? A harmonica? It sounds like a dirty word. But the guy was just like playing it in the streets at like 6 in the morning. I'm like, bro, what is going on here? For real. Yeah, for real. Yeah, you take it for granted for sure. Electricity. Wake me up before you go. Yeah, like I said, Charles, there goes my copyright claim on this live stream. But I do it for y'all, man. This is literally, this live stream is, once it gets claimed by the copyright, it's gonna be free, or it's gonna be as if I'm working for free. But that's okay, I get to hang out with you guys. And if you wanna really support the channel, you can super chat in, or you can donate to the channel, which goes to, the service is so good, man. He just re-upping the coffee. Y'all see this? Gracias.
Claro.
Yo, this is what I call service, man. Yeah, but if you guys really want to support the channel, because this live is going to get claimed and I won't get any money from it, which is okay. But if you guys really want to support, super chat in or donate using one of the links in the description box. But I'm feeling this music too. But again, if you are in Merida right now, come here. Let's see if I can get this. La Oveja Negra. Pull up, man. I'll be here for like the next 20 minutes or so. And then I'm back in my Airbnb. Well, let me see. Now that we have Wi-Fi, I can kind of watch myself on my other phone. And what I'm gonna probably do is, okay, the stream actually looks like it's in good quality too. This is dope, okay. Okay, the stream looks good. Yeah. Give me some more questions, guys. Cause we just chilling. No real topics to talk about today besides me meeting a cool group of visitors from America last night. And I took them to there is a sorbet spot that's on Paseo Montejo that's super famous and super legendary. And this sorbet spot, they use no artificial ingredients. It's literally just the fruit. Like they use real mango, real watermelon, real lemons to flavor their sorbets. And it is utterly spectacular.
Es mejor.
Ah?
Es cortesía.
Gracias.
Sí, por el calor se lo retiro.
Okay. Wow. Wow, guys. Guys, I got more coffee. And it's like mixed with milk now. They just giving me stuff, bro. What the heck? Maybe because I'm giving them like free advertisement. But come here. La Oveja Negra. And if you're in Merida right now, you're out and about, somehow watching this stream, pull up. Pull up. If you want to get a coffee with me, pull up. I have another microphone as well. I have another microphone, so if you want to come on stream and share your story about relocating to Mexico, or if you're visiting, pull up and let people know your story, bro. Yeah, this is crazy, man. Your boy about to be bouncing off the walls, man. This is my third cup of coffee. Oh, this is the good shit. He gave me the good shit, y'all. He came from the back with this one. He ain't just pour it from a cup. This shit from the back. Pause. Pause. Oh man. Oh, it smells so good. Bro, that's the blackest, deepest, darkest coffee I'd have ever had, man. I do need some more sugar though, but that's fine. Black coffee is actually good to suppress my appetite, so I can be in a calorie deficit, because I am on my health journey too, and coffee goes to suppress your appetite. Hopefully, if I stay long enough, I get another cookie. They keep giving me free stuff, man. I'm gonna stay longer. They getting free advertisement. I'm getting free cookies and coffee. But damn, y'all can ask me anything, man. Ask me anything. It's an AMA right now. We're just chilling. That shit's strong. Holy. I like this place now because it's like my own personal cafe. And I have like 3 people like helping me out at once. It's like it's a private cafe. I can't complain, man. I love it here. Now that we have AC, we have Wi-Fi. My phone's not overheating. Craziness, man. What's your goals for the next year? Pool? See, I can just tell you the goals in general. So my goals in general for next year is to purchase at least 2 more rental properties, and of course travel more. I of course want to 100% travel to Africa by next year or sooner. And damn, for sure, I should have a serious girlfriend by then, hopefully, right? And I mean, if I don't, I don't. But that would be nice to have a serious girlfriend I can actually travel the world with. That'd be kind of cool. And to spend more time with my family back in Michigan, back in Detroit, especially my parents, since they're getting like up there in age. They're like in their early to mid 70s now. And I do like have this thought in the back of my mind. I'm like, hey, I only have X amount of holidays left with my parents. So I definitely want to make I definitely want to make the best time with them as possible. So spend more time with family, travel more, date someone seriously for sure, and purchase more rental properties as well, so I can have a larger amount of passive income, which is going to end up freeing me from a 9 to 5, and then I can kind of travel full time if I want to. And I would love for YouTube to kind of be like my full-time job. That would be awesome. But I have to just keep on being consistent and productive and be entertaining for you guys. And I also need your guys' support to just keep on watching on the channel, donating whenever you can. And that just goes to show me as a content creator to just keep on creating and keep on going and keep on being more consistent is when you guys do show that type of support. Is that a compliment? I've never heard of that before. Oh, great, okay. I was like, I have a treat voice. Okay, just watching myself on my other phone. Making sure I'm getting everyone's chats in. But as far as like, I can find someone in Michigan as well for you, and Indiana. So Michigan and Indiana, those are the 2 places where I can get you in contact with property managers. But for sure, Indiana, I can just give you the contact info of the one I'm using right now. But if you are looking, right, for my people that have read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, OPM is other people's money. So you can use other people's money in very creative ways to finance properties in the U.S. and purchase real estate, right? Yeah. One day I'll tell you guys a story of the trials and tribulation I had to go through as far as getting financing for my first real estate property. Or, I mean, if you guys really want to find out, I can tell you right now, like put a one in the chat if you want me to kind of explain what I had to go through as far as getting financing for my first real estate property. Just put ones in the chat. I got you. I'll tell you a story. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Annie. Stand by me. All right. Okay, Annie got one. Okay, let's get it. So I started to look for a property in February of this year. So I did the whole mortgage application with a bank that I've been with for damn near 2 decades, with Chase Bank. And the rates that they gave me were freaking awful, okay? And mind you, I have an 800 plus credit score, and they still gave me like ridiculous terms for the loan. And full disclosure, like the property that I purchased was 170K, and they were only allowing me to finance 110K, and the payment for that was $1,100 just for the loan itself, and then the taxes and insurance pushed it up to $1,300 per month for the mortgage. So I had to give them 60K just as a down payment, and then with closing costs, I would have to give them 70K in cash in order to get that loan. And if you do like the calculation for cash on cash return for rental properties, and this may be a little bit more for my advanced people out there, but you can kind of search this on your own and find more info on it. But I did the calculation for cash on cash return, and it was under the percentage threshold that I was comfortable with. It was at 4%, which is an absolutely shitty deal. And anything over 8% for cash on cash return is a good deal. So anything under 8% is not a good deal, and you shouldn't go through with it. So looking at the numbers, the deal didn't make sense. So I was like, nah, Chase is not getting my money, bro. And I went to my property manager, and I was like, hey, I can't find great financing for this place. I would love to purchase it from your existing client, because she had a client that had the property up for sale. And I said, hey, this is gonna be easy transition. You're already managing the property, and the owner has it up for sale already, and it's gonna be an easy transition by me not having to do the footwork to find a property manager for the property I'm going to purchase. It's already all in place. All I have to do is come with the financing and purchase the property, and it's easy from there. So I asked her, like, hey, do you have any connects that can possibly get me a better rate than this? And she said, yeah, I got somebody. Up, because I am going to raise those damn rents, man. Once you raise the rents, the amount of money that you get back in your pocket is going to go up the longer you hold the property, because you could not only just use that rental income as income to you, you can also do something what's called cost segregation on your taxes. And this is going to give you a lot of tax advantages come tax time too. So you can pay less in taxes that way as well. So doing this has a whole lot of tax benefits if you are a real estate investor. But there are very creative ways to get lending or to get financing for your first rental property. It's not difficult, but you need to be sure that you have the money already in your bank. And I would recommend at least having 50K for a rental property if you're purchasing it for the first time. At least 50K in the bank, or what I did I already owned my house in Las Vegas, and I did a HELOC, a home equity line of credit for, you know, like 6 figures I got out of the house in equity and onto a HELOC card. They give you a card and they give you checks as well. And I took $40K of that HELOC, put it as a down payment and closing costs for the rental property, and boom, I own the rental property. I take the excess that I get from the rental property and I pay the HELOC with that. So everything pays for itself, and over time, it's gonna grow, and I'm gonna actually be able to pocket additional money in my pocket after all of the expenses. And that's ideal. And once that occurs for me, where I'm able to get that income and everything pays for itself, then I can start working on my second property, getting my second duplex, my third duplex, my fourth duplex, and you can repeat this process over and over again with a HELOC, right? So you pay down the HELOC, it's like a line of credit. You pay down the HELOC if you are able to get one, and then you go back to the drawing board, get another mortgage for a rental property, and you take the money from the HELOC as another down payment, boom, you can buy another property. Repeat the process, pay it down again, and then you come back and you get your third property, and you rinse and repeat. And over time, you'll be making 3, 4, 5K a month passively. And at a certain point, your 9 to 5 is gonna be like, I don't even have to come into work if I don't have to anymore. You have that option, you have that choice. And to me, that's a beautiful choice to have. You can walk into work and you can be like, you know what? You can flip off your boss. you can be like, I'm out, bro, I'm out. I ain't gotta work no more. I can move to Thailand, have a family. They can go to the best schools. They can do X, Y, and Z. And you're making 5K a month passively, theoretically, right? If you just continue that process, right? So in short, if you really want to purchase your first income property, you can get creative with financing. And that's another way you can do it. It's just networking, bro. Sorry, sis. Networking, sis. And I'm a huge advocate of networking on this channel for sure. And that's the result of it. Networking with a coworker that I work at my 9 to 5 with, who is another real estate agent in Las Vegas. And he also owns a couple of properties in the Midwest. And he said, hey, I have a property manager I can put you in touch with. Boom. That's where you can capitalize on networking as a whole. So yeah, everybody has their own story on how they purchase their first income property, and that's mine. You can just literally just get creative, but you can't get creative enough unless you do the proper networking. The people that have done all of the grunt work of finding a good property manager, you can just have them give you who they're already using and get a good reference. Avencia, a lot of knowledge, great. Yeah, I've been through it, man. I've been through enough to know when to make moves, right? When I have all of the pieces in place, that's when I can take action. Because I had the money, right? I had the HELOC already open for like almost a year. So I wasn't like rushing to spend that money. I was waiting until I had the proper puzzle pieces in place. And then, boom, the right time to act is when I can put those together and everything kind of fits together as a whole, and I can see the whole picture. Network my way to finding someone that's reputable as a property manager, get the financing for the property, and luckily my property manager had a client that already had a property they wanted to sell because the owner was about 80 years old and wanted to kind of downsize their real estate portfolio. And I'm like, bro, perfect timing. And then towards the end of this year, I'm gonna be like, hey, do you have another client that has another property for sale that already has tenants and they're already paying consistently, already have good jobs? Give it to me, I want another one. And with that, you can network your way even further and get another property manager in a different state, a different city, and repeat the process, bro. It's still possible to become very wealthy here in the US, and it is so many other ways that you can do it. It just starts with networking with one person. That's how my real estate purchase journey went. I networked with one person that I work with. And now I own my first rental property in less than a year. Yeah, good talk, man. I think that was like a 20-minute explanation. But I may clip that and then repost that, man, for people that really want to purchase their first rental property. But make sure you have at least 50K. 50K in the bank if you don't own a home or don't have any equity. Have 50K in the bank and be ready to go. And be ready to use that entire 50K. And that's outside of having your own emergency fund as well. Boy, thanks for sharing. Yeah, Annie, yeah, that's what I'm here for, man. That's my wheelhouse. My wheelhouse is real estate and travel. And if you guys have any other questions like regarding that stuff, man, let me know. I've been through it. I've been through it all, man. And guess what? With a property manager in place, I have to do exactly 0 work. When something breaks, property manager takes care of it. Easy. Evictions, property manager does it. I can be living in an entirely different continent and my property manager still takes care of everything remotely. I don't have to do anything. And that's the beauty about it. The easiest money can be made through real estate. Okay. Any other questions, man? We've been on for 2 hours. Ask away, man. It took me decades to get this knowledge, man, and you guys can kind of get it through the live stream in just a mere minutes. Ask away, man. Ask some good questions too. You can ask me good questions like, why do I keep switching from a cold glass of water to iced hot coffee? Or why do I keep going from like cold water to coffee every few sips? Got some good background music going too. Keep going coffee, man. Why don't you keep going hot to cold? They gonna have me up in here all day until they close, man. It feels amazing in here. All right, man. We got Nicolette Love being the sponsor of today's live stream. If somebody else wants to be the sponsor, go ahead and super chat in if you want. It goes directly into making the channel a lot better. So that's it, man. Oh, man. Hey, man, I got my own private cafe, man. Let me show y'all. Ain't nobody in this joint. Nobody's in here, man. It's my own private cafe, bro. All the workers in here are tending to me only. I think that's the best feeling ever. And again, free promotion for them because they really looking out. La Oveja Negra. Bomb food, great service. Come here, man, if you're in Merida. Any more questions for your boy? Because I think I'm going to end the live shortly so I can get some more work done. Maybe they want me to leave, I don't know. But they close at 3:30. And it's 2 o'clock right now. But I'm about to finish this strong ass coffee and then I'll probably end the live afterwards. So I do want to I think I want to go to the mall today just to walk around, get some steps in. I gotta close my rings on my Apple Watch today because I've been closing all 3 rings every single day I've been here on vacation. Yo, these flies, bro. Holy. But yeah, guys, I'll be on for a few more minutes, man. Ask any questions you want, man. It can be about finance, they can be about real estate, they can be about YouTube, they can be about travel, relationships, dating, anything. Make sure I get these flies away from me. Yeah, ask away, man. We got a few people in the building. Bro, these flies are like really fucking on me, man. Is it rainy season in Merida? No. Thank the Lord it is not. I think their rainy season is coming up. I know it's hot there. Yeah, it's hot. And they don't have the ocean breeze like they do in Playa. Here it's just that suffocating heat. Like it's like somebody like choking you. It's like somebody choking you in a sauna. That's the type of heat. That's the way to describe it out here. It's like somebody choking you inside of a sauna. Because if you stay outside too long, man, stay outside for longer than 10 minutes, drenched in sweat, man. I don't know when rainy season starts here, though. Let me see if Siri knows. Hey, Siri, when is rainy season in Merida, Mexico?
There's a possibility of rain starting Thursday.
Bruh, useless. Siri, is Siri useless to y'all too? You ask it the most simple questions, and it's like, do you want me to use ChatGPT to answer this? Like, bro, I'm asking for the weather. You can't pull up the weather? Crazy, man. Siri is so useless. And the only reason I have like a freaking iPhone is because the ecosystem is so good. Like with iMessage, and then I have a MacBook. The ecosystem is so good. And that's the reason why I keep an iPhone. Otherwise, I would have an Android, 100%. I probably have a Google Pixel. Because when you ask Google Assistant for like crazy questions, it's like, oh yeah, this is the answer right here. Clearly there's like an actual gap between the usability, the usefulness between Siri and Google Assistant. There's a clear winner, and it's Google Assistant hands down, but you can never beat Apple's ecosystem. FaceTime, iMessage, continuity between your computer, your MacBook, and your phone. You can't beat it, bro. And Apple Watch too. You can't beat the ecosystem. That's their only competitive advantage right now. I'm feeling this music, man. This is my type of music. It's like that chill music. Light up a cigar, get a glass of a whiskey or bourbon with an ice cube inside the glass. You kick it with a few of your buddies, smoking cigars, drinking some whiskey or bourbon, listen to this type of music, having great conversations. That beats a nightclub any day of the week for me, man. That's my speed. Being 30 plus, bro, that's my speed. I would rather do that than go to a nightclub, 100%. Y'all want to see what I'm looking at? I'm like, what the hell? He came from the back and just started to bring out a measuring tape. Yeah. Any last minute questions? They'll let me know. Because they're looking at me like, hey, why are you still here? You paid the bill like an hour ago. You paid the bill an hour ago. Why are you still here? I need this Spotify playlist, low key. I need this playlist. I'm gonna probably get the playlist on the way out. But if you're coming into the live stream, man, make sure you're liking the live. You're liking the video on the way in. It goes a long way in the algorithm. So hit that like button, man. Get this video out to more people, and people can watch it on the replay and extract the value from the live stream, man. Because I promise you, a lot of other YouTubers that do live streams or travel like this, I promise you they're not going to give you advice on real estate and how to finance real estate. They're not going to give you advice on other cities around the world, because a lot of other YouTubers don't travel to different parts of the world that aren't already saturated on YouTube already, like Colombia, Thailand. They don't come to cities like Merida and give you sauce about the city and actually show you the city, right? They'll show you like the stuff that all the other YouTubers will show you, like the girls, the clubs, the bars. And that's cool for views and stuff like that. But for your audience to actually extract value and be entertained from your content and your live streams, I'll rather do that and sacrifice the views. Can I put like a whole bunch of chicks on my channel and a whole bunch of girls and bars and clubs when I travel? Of course, but that provides absolutely zero value to y'all. I'll do it here and there just to show you guys like the vibe of the city, but as far as like actual value, it provides nothing to you guys as an audience. And I'll rather provide you guys with value that you can use in real life. And that's in hopes that this YouTube channel kind of grows a little bit faster, is that people will look at this content and be like, oh shoot, Jay really gave some sauce about real estate or about travel or about how to travel on a budget. I'd rather sacrifice that. Have you ever went to Montreal, Quebec? Of course, yes, I have. I went when I was a little bit younger with a good buddy of mine and his family. Shout out to my boy Fulton. So I went when I was a little bit younger. We actually drove from Michigan to Montreal, and I went to the Six Flags that's out there. And funny story time. Thanks, Avincia, appreciate that. So when I went, we all went to Six Flags out there, right? And there was a ring toss game that I just wanted to play on, right? I wanted to try to win like one of the prizes. And keep in mind, I was like, 15, 16 years old at the time. And I was playing the ring toss game, and I was like tossing the rings. And the ring toss games, for you guys that may not know what it is, the actual worker will give you like 6 or 7 rings, and you have to get it on top of a bottle. You have to catch it on top of a bottle. So I'm throwing the rings, right? I'm on my last ring, and I just like tossed that shit. And in slow motion, I saw it like tumble, and it lands right on top of the bottle. And I won like this huge prize. Like it was literally like the size of my body. Like it was like a dinosaur, stuffed dinosaur. And I had to bring that on the train back to the hotel. Like you should have seen us. It was just myself, my boy Fulton, and his sister Andaya. And we had this big stuffed animal lizard on the bus or not on the bus, but on the train. They have like a subway system there. And we're just like this. I'm holding it up like this in the subway. And people are like giving us stares. They're like, how did he get this? And I'm like, bruh, Six Flags, man. Yeah, that was a great memory in Montreal. I love Montreal. I remember they had great ice cream there too. And the people being bilingual in French and English was kind of cool too. That's where I'm from. You're from Montreal? That's awesome. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, Montreal or Quebec, period. I think it's an entirely different vibe from Ontario, since I lived in Michigan, and Ontario, or at least Windsor, Ontario, was right next door to Detroit. So I would cross the border and go to Windsor a whole lot. And it's an entirely different vibe than Ontario, than I experienced in Quebec. Ontario is more like America Junior, if you really ask me. Like, I've been to Toronto, I've been to Windsor, and it's like America Junior in metric, with like the metric system, right? Because they all speak English, and relatively the culture is the same. But when I went to Quebec, I'm like, yo, this is more like Paris Junior, like France. There's a lot of French influence, and I'm like, it's like a separate country almost. So I really do love Quebec and Montreal as a whole too. Well, that's awesome that you're from there. I need to go back though. I would love to go back to Montreal and see how much it's changed. That's it for that strong ass coffee, man. And once I finish this water, yeah, it's completely different. They might as well be a separate country. I do have to visit the west coast of Canada though, because I'll be in Vancouver for a layover in November on my way to Thailand, but I won't be able to leave the airport because my layover is like an hour. But I would love to see Vancouver. I heard Vancouver is beautiful. Paris Junior. It is. It is, in my opinion, because I've been to Paris as well. I love Paris. I just tell all the Parisians that I'm Canadian. I never tell them I'm American, because they don't like Americans out in France that much. So they treat me nice out there in France. But as soon as I finish this water, I'm gonna probably wrap up the live stream, guys, unless somebody donates more into the super chat. And I'll stay on longer if people start donating more, and you guys can ask me more questions. But it's been great hanging out with y'all, man, for almost 2.5 hours. But ask away, man. Ask any question y'all want, man. I'm here for it. I don't want to leave though. It feels good in here. They got the music popping. But I do have to get my workout in so I can close my rings and then probably go to the mall afterwards. I did want to watch a movie though. The movies down here in Mexico the movie theaters are really inexpensive, right? So they'll have like the new movies out. They'll have, right now they have Lilo and Stitch. They have Final Destination, Bloodline, and they have a whole bunch of other movies. And the great thing about movies out here in Mexico or in Latin America in general is that the majority of the time they'll have the English audio and have subtitles in Spanish. So you can still go to the movies and watch it in English, and the cost is around $5 to go to the movies down here. And then the concessions, even cheaper. And a lot of the movie theaters, at least here in Mexico, they'll have like the seat side service. So you can make an order for food, like hot food, and they'll deliver it to your seat. And it's like a VIP service, and you won't end up spending more than like 20 bucks for the movie, concessions, literally whatever you want. You can get like chicken nuggets, fries, popcorn, and it ends up being under 20 bucks. And you can take your whole family out, or you can go on a date there, and it won't exceed like 30 bucks for 2 people. I'd say that's a cool night out. You can go watch a movie. If your date doesn't speak English, you can just like, hey, we can go watch a Marvel movie together. The shit's in Spanish. The subtitles are in Spanish and the audio is in English, so both of y'all can enjoy the movie, even though if they don't understand English. It's kind of cool. Ah, man, it's good. I can get jiggy to this music, man. All right, guys, I'm almost done. So we'll probably be ending the live stream shortly here, man. All right, guys, that's it. Appreciate you guys coming in. And that's it from me, man. You've been tripping with Jay, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in Playa del Carmen, and hopefully better weather and more reliable electricity and Wi-Fi. But that's gonna be it from me today, guys. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. And just as a reminder too, we're doing daily IRL live streams while I'm in Mexico. So every single day, it's gonna be a lit live stream. You guys can get sauce. You may never know who may be in the live. You may get other expats in the live that may be able to tell their story or whatnot. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel and make sure you hit the bell notification and like the video as well on your way in or your way out, depending on if you're watching this on the replay or not. But other than that, man, I appreciate you all for tuning in today, and I'll see you all tomorrow in Playa del Carmen with better weather. Oops. Peace.